Are you looking to build more strength and sculpt your body but are too afraid of getting bulky? Well, what if I told you that you can still get the toned physique that you want without having to worry about too much muscle mass? In this video, I will provide you with a few ways on how to achieve this and get you results that you never had before. So let's get into the video. The first thing that we need to focus on when it comes to sculpting our body in the right way is to stay within maintenance calories or even a caloric deficit. When we stay within maintenance calories, we are avoiding building too much excess fat storage in our body. So that's why going into things like a surplus is not going to be the best thing to do, especially for those who are obese and are looking to lose weight. And when we are trying to lose weight, we need to focus on having more protein in our diet while keeping up with our strength workouts. This will allow us to preserve muscle the leaner that we get so that we can have that slim figure and have more definition when those muscles start popping through. Not only will you notice physical benefits from staying in maintenance calories or a caloric deficit, but another benefit to this is you're not able to fuel in to those bad habits. Now, I've talked multiple times on how bad eating habits can be detrimental to your weight loss results. And that is because bad eating habits usually stem from emotional factors that lead you into consuming more food. So when we're staying in a caloric deficit, this allows us to get in control of our diet and forces us to work on those bad habits that are holding us back. Back to what I was saying on how protein can benefit you in a caloric deficit. Another thing that I want to point out is that when we do this, we're trying to focus on not only preserving muscle, but burning fat without burning that muscle. Because in weight loss, we never want to attempt to intentionally burn muscle because muscle builds our metabolism and makes us look good overall. If you're an obese individual, this is going to be very beneficial for you because it is well known that muscle burns more calories than fat. Although your BMR is higher because you have more weight, it is still more important to have more muscle than fat. So adding more protein along with your strength workouts is going to be very good for you. And if you have more body weight, you don't have to necessarily worry about lifting heavy for right now. That can come later on in your journey, but the start of your journey should just be focused on using your body weight because your body weight is more than enough weight to work with in the beginning. But the main point is that everyone should be doing some form of strength training no matter where they are in their journey or how much they have advanced. Now, the final tip that I have for you is to make sure that your caloric deficit is not too big. Because yes, you want to be in a caloric deficit to lose body fat, but if you're in a too big of a caloric deficit, all the progress that you're doing with consuming more protein and doing your strength workouts will kind of be for nothing. And this is because when you're in a bigger deficit, your body has to look for more ways to fuel itself besides fat. So because you're cutting your calories way too much, it's leading you to use muscle as fuel, which will leave us with a thin figure. This is something you typically want to avoid, especially in the long run, because as we get older, our bodies and bones start to weaken a lot more. So we need some of that muscle to help us be stronger as we age. While you don't need a ton of muscle mass, having some tone will give you that nice shape when you've dropped all of your weight and you're just left with that fit figure. So if you're somebody that's watching and you fit into this category of being very, very thin, the next thing I'd work on is increasing that protein intake and increasing your calories a little bit so that you can build a little bit more weight and a little bit more muscle so that you're not staying within that body size in the long run. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, there are so many benefits that come to strength training or even lifting heavier. So why skip out when you can get all of these benefits? And if you're looking to increase more protein and how to do that, I uploaded a video on how to sculpt your muscles in the right way while learning how to increase your protein intake so that you can see better results. So make sure to click on that video if you want to see a bigger change within yourself.